Hi everyone, I'm Polly G and welcome to Fashion with Me. My channel focuses on makeup and fashion and how to always look your best and put together. I believe makeup should always be classy, not overdone, and should always complement and go well with your outfit. So today's video is going to be a video in my new series called Face of the Day. So if you'd like to see how I went from this to this, please keep on watching. So today is a work day for me and I am wearing this red top, and because it is a work day, I'm going to try to keep all of my makeup more neutral. And the colors that I think pair really well with red are bronzes, browns, and peaches. So those are the colors that I am going to stick with for this look today. So the first thing that I always start with is my primer, and I'm going to start with my Glow Activated Primer from Joa. I just put a little on my hands like that, tap it all around my face, and blend it all in. And while my primer is drying, I'm going to use that time to curl my eyelashes. Next, onto my foundation, and I'm using the Tinted Serum from L'Oreal in the color Medium. And I'm applying that with my Beauty Blender, and just putting some of the foundation right on the Beauty Blender, dabbing it on, and blending. Moving on to my concealer, I use the Instant Age Rewind Eraser from Maybelline, also in the color Medium. And I'm going to apply that with this flat brush. Putting that under my eyes, around my nose, on my nose, anywhere where I have any imperfections. I like to put it around my mouth, a little on my chin. And I use my concealer as my eyelid primer, so I will put that also on my eyelids. I'm in a bit of a hurry today, so I'm sorry if I'm going kind of fast, but I'm kind of pressed for time. Okay, then I'm going to take the other end of my Beauty Blender and I'm going to press all that in as well. Next, moving on to my powder, and I'm using the powder from Kat Von D. It's a translucent powder. I use this every day. I love this powder, and this is just going to set everything and keep everything in place. And I put the powder just where I put the concealer. Next, moving on to my bronzer, I'm using the bronzer from e.l.f. in the color Forever Sunkissed, and starting in the hollow of my cheek and just working it up around my hairline, down my jawline, and pulling down my neck. And just blending all that in. Other side, starting here in my hollow of my cheek, working it up around my hairline, down my jawline, and down my neck, and then going across my nose with what is left on the brush, just to bring in some warmth to my face. Next, moving on to my eyebrows, I'm using the e.l.f. pencil in the color Dark Brown. And I'm just going to brush through my brows first using the spoolie end, and then using the other end to color in or fill in. And just tracing the shape of my brow and just deepening them up. Other side. Then going back to that spoolie on the other end, and I'm brushing through just to disperse everything. Other side. Then my next step with my brows is the Wow Brow, also from e.l.f. in the color Dark Brown. I'm just going to lightly put that on over. Next, I'm going to use my Neutrogena pencil in the color Spice Chocolate, and I'm just going to put this on the lower lash line. Very lightly, just on the lower lash line, just to frame my eye. So the eyeshadow palette that I chose to go with this red top today is in this Cream and Sugar from e.l.f. and it has all these pretty bronze and browns colors like I mentioned earlier that I wanted to use today. So I'm going to use this palette for this look. And the color I'm going to start with is this little peachy color on the end. And I'm just going to put that all over my lid and just blend that all around. It's a very light color, and it's just going to help blend in all the rest of the colors. So I'm just blending that all around. like that. Other side. Putting this all over my lid and bringing it up and just blending all around. The next color I'm going to use is this bronze color here, and I'm going to put that on with this flat brush. And I'm going to put this on the half of my outer lid. Just pressing it on, pulling up what's left on that brush over here, and just lightly tapping that on. Other side. And again, pulling up what's left on my brush, like that. And using this dark color on the end, I'm just going to take this crease brush also from e.l.f. and I'm going to just dab the very top of the brush. I don't want to get too much here. This is going to be just a subtle little bit of darkness on the corner. So I'm just going to start right in the outer corner and just start dabbing right there, pulling down underneath what is left and just blending that in just on that outer corner and softly blending and pulling up again what's left. And that's it. Other side, tapping just in that outer corner, pulling down what's left, pulling up here what's left as well, and just lightly blending all around. And then taking this color right here on my finger, this is a really, really potent color, so I gotta be careful with this and put it on very lightly. So I'm just gonna dab right in the middle, just to bring in a little bit of shimmer, but I don't want a lot. Same over here. See, I'm just putting a little bit on my finger, not much. And just lightly tapping right in the center. You can always add more, but it's very hard to take away if you overdo. So I think I'm going to stop there. Next, tight lining. I'm using my other Neutrogena pencil in black, and I'm going to tight line the upper lash line. Just following the lash line, focusing more on the outer half of the eye, like that. Next, moving on to blush, and for blush I am staying in the peach family, and I'm using this blush from Milani in the color Tea Rose. I think this peach color works really well with the red blouse that I'm wearing, and I'm just going to lightly dab that on. Other side. And a lot of times when I put on powder blush, I like to diffuse it, so I use a light fluffy brush like this just to soften it, like that. Then I'll go back to that brush and not put any more product on it and just dab right at the highest part of my cheek. Just kind of gives a gradient look and it's not too much. Moving on to my highlighter, I am going to use this highlighter from Maybelline in the color Nude Glow. And I put this on with my fingers, like that, and then rub the two together. And then lightly tap at the highest part of my cheek. And this is very subtle and it's just going to catch the light. And it's a really pretty color and it's not too much. Just like that. Moving on to my lips, I am going to use the lip liner from NYX in the color Natural. And the color lipstick that I chose to wear with this is also from e.l.f. in the color Nectar. This can be a little drying, so I always like to put on my lip balm right before I put on this lipstick because it helps keep my lips moist. Then I will go on to the color Nectar. And last but not least is my mascara, and I am using the mascara from Maybelline in Full and Soft in the color Black. This is my go-to day mascara. Other side. And down here in the corner. Another coat, just on the outer half of my eye. Okay, so here is the final look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It really helps my channel grow. I hope to see you in my next Face of the Day video, and until then, always remember, keep it classy, keep it stylish, and always be your best self. Bye!